Welcome to the Sports on Prime. I'm Gary L. Smith. Today, the biggest story in the football world is that the draw for the 2018 World Cup has been done. For the African contingent, it's been interesting because Morocco has gotten some very Iberian opposition in terms of Spain and Portugal, while Nigeria have drawn Argentina again. We go to Egypt shortly to get the reaction from there as they are in Group A, but this is how it went down in Moscow.
Light snow fell in Moscow as the football world's focus turned to the draw for the FIFA 2018 World Cup finals in the State Kremlin Palace in Moscow. Former players, team managers and coaches and other delegates were welcomed by Russian President Vladimir Putin and FIFA President Gianni Infantino. 2014 World Cup winner with Germany and all-time World Cup finals leading goal scorer Miroslav Klose brought the World Cup trophy onto the stage. The 32 teams were split into 4 pots based on the FIFA World Rankings, Pot 1 with the top-ranked and Pot 4 with the lowest-ranked teams. Legends from 7 former World Cup winning nations assisted with the draw. Fabio Cannavaro, Cafu, Maradona, Russian Nikita Simonyan, Gordon Banks, Diego Forlan, Laurent Blanc and Carlos Puyol. The hosts Russia were first out of the pot and were drawn in Group A. 2014 World Cup runners-up Argentina were drawn in Group D. The team that beat them in the final in Rio, Germany, were drawn in Group F. In Group B, South Africa 2010 champions Spain were drawn with near neighbours and European champions Portugal. With a maximum of 2 European nations allowed per group, England were drawn in Group G alongside Belgium. The first African nation out of Pot 3 was Egypt, who will play Uruguay in their opening game in Pool A. Arguably the smallest nation by number of professional footballers, Iceland were drawn in Group D and will meet giants Argentina in their opening match. From Pot 3, Tunisia, the first African team to win a group match in Argentina in 1978, were drawn in Group G and will meet England in their opening game. Senegal, who ended Bafana Bafana's hopes of reaching Russia 2018, were drawn in Group H. They'll meet Poland in their first match. In their first World Cup in 20 years, Morocco, who didn't concede a goal during their qualifying campaign, were drawn alongside Portugal and Spain and will meet Iran in Group B in their opening match. And the 5th African nation out of the pots was Nigeria, who were unbeaten in qualifying, and for their 5th World Cup final since 1990, they were drawn alongside Argentina in Group D. They'll meet Croatia in their first game. With 14 European nations in the finals, there are 2 European teams in all but 2 of the groups, A and H. Africa's hopes lie in Group A with Egypt, in Group B with Morocco, Nigeria are in Group D, and Tunisia meet England in Group G in their opener. In Group H, Senegal carry Africa's hopes. Perhaps the one group that caught the eye as a potential group of death is Group B, with Spain, Portugal and Africa's big hope Morocco alongside Iran. The 2018 FIFA World Cup finals kick off in Russia on the 14th of June, with the final taking place on the 15th of July.
Instant reaction now. We saw the groups. We've seen how the African teams potentially could be able to scale the hurdles of the group stages and maybe, get to the semi-final this time. Now, Amir Najib Fahmy is an Egyptian journalist. He's in Cairo at the moment, and he's joining us for Instant Reaction. Hello, Amir.
Hello, Gary. How are you?
Thank you for your time. We appreciate it. So, what's been the reaction in your country to being in Group A?
Well, actually, I think that everybody here is a little bit optimistic because getting in Group A with Uruguay, Russia, and Saudi Arabia, it's not the group of death. We are not with Brazil, nor Argentina, nor any of these big teams. Of course, Uruguay were world champions, but that was a very long time ago. So I think people here are dreaming about snatching either a point from either Russia or Uruguay and then beating Saudi Arabia in the final round of the group stage, and then 4 points may be enough for us to progress. And everybody is confident that the very defensive approach of Hector Cooper can prove useful this time against Uruguay, and we can get 1 point from the first game.
Analysis already starting. However, how important is it that Egypt avoided the first game of the tournament?
Yeah, it's extremely important. This game will be, I think, on June 15th.
14th.
So, and this day will be Friday. It's the weekly holiday in Egypt, and it will also coincide with the feast, the Muslim feast. So it will be very special for all Egyptians to see this game. But I think, after 28 years of absence, it will be a very special moment, and there must be some tension with the players. But I think they know how to deal with it, because right now we have very big stars playing at the big clubs in Europe,
sure.
like Neni in Arsenal and Salah in Liverpool. So they will know how to deal with it. I don't think there will be some kind of pressure or some kind of tension.
Finally, you made a point about the game between Egypt's first game being on the 15th of June, which is the Muslim Eid. Quick one.
Yeah.
The Ramadan begins on the 15th of May 2018 and finishes on the 14th of June. How do you think some of the Islamic countries or the Muslim countries that are representing Africa, Tunisia, Morocco, Egypt, are going to be affected by the fasting next year?
Yeah, probably, but taking into account that Russia is located in the northern side of the globe, and it's not that hot country, there is no problem with the humidity.
Yeah.
So I think it will not be an extreme case like it was in Brazil 3 years ago, or nearly 4 years ago now. So it was really difficult for Algerian players, for example, in Brazil. I think in Russia it's going to be a little bit easier, and with some certain diet, I think players can overcome it. And many Muslim players, they say as long as we are on an official trip, we can take the excuse and we can break the fast and then recompensate it later.
Okay.
So there will be some solution, I think.
Right. Thank you, Amir Najib. Thank you for joining us from Cairo.
Thank you.
Right. So that's the biggest story for today, really. We have more on myjoyonline.com, including stories about Kwabena Yeboah, the SWAC president, urging the Ghana Football Association to curb bribery and corruption in Ghana football. Also, a story about Division 2 and how they are afraid that some of the games may be played in a manner of convenience because certain officials own teams in Division 2 as well. That's the sport for now. I'm Gary Al Smith. We'll see you soon with more.